Hello, and welcome to Cool Stuff with Brent. This is the first time I've done this, so please bear with me. Here we go. So, first stuff that's cool. You. I mean, do you know what you're made of? Do you know what I'm made of? How we even work? I mean, this this stuff, the meat, what is it? How does it work? How does it make me? Well, first off, we're made of cells. And, I mean, you learned that in high school, right? You are made of these little things called cells. But what's a cell? A cell is a living thing. Just like a person is a living thing, just like a cat is a living thing. Well, a cell is a living thing. It moves around, it does its own thing, it eats, it does all the things that a living thing does. So, you aren't actually a single living thing. You're kind of like a country. You're made of 10 to 100 trillion little cells wandering about, doing their own thing, talking with each other, chatting, having their own little cell lives, voting in elections, well, not exactly voting. Well, actually, yeah, kind of voting in elections. I mean, one of the ways that cells communicate is through little chemical signals. And what'll happen a lot of times is, especially when you're developing, especially, when you're growing and such, a bunch of cells will get together and they will start sending out chemical signals that basically say, hey, we're going to decide what to do next, let's all figure some stuff out. So they'll send out these chemical signals, and then they'll all start sending out different chemical signals that basically say which way they're voting. And then based on how much of a certain chemical is exuded by the cells, and how many cells there are, they decide which way they all want to go, and then they do something. Your brain kind of works like this. There are things called neurochemicals that, if you ever need something like Prozac, well, that's serotonin, that's a neurochemical, right? Or sort of, more or less. But the point is that there's stuff in you that is alive and a part of you and separate from you all at once. So, what's you, really? I mean, are you this? Are you this hand? Or if my hand got cut off and I replaced it with, one of those neat little prosthetic devices, I'd still be me, right? So how about my whole arm? How about both my arms? How about everything from the neck down? If I'm just a head and, cool shiny robot body, I'm still me, right? You'd still love me, right? So I'm something more than just the meat. But what? What makes that part of me that isn't just the meat? And is the meat even important? I mean, there's all these little living things that make me up, but am I a me without them? It's kind of like asking, would America still be a country if there weren't any people in it, isn't it? So which people are America, and which people are just, kind of hanging out for a ride? Or, in this case, which cells are important for me, and which cells are just sort of hanging out and going along with it? Well, it seems like nowadays we feel like our brain is us, right? It's the part that does all the thinking, the part that does all the decision-making, and we think that decision-making is more important than just sort of being on a couch and having weird internet conversations with people, except they're not really conversations because it's only one direction. But anyways, so other stuff that's cool, globalism. I'm an American citizen. I was born in the United States. You could be actually from anywhere, considering this is the internet, and who knows, I mean, well, maybe not certain parts of China, depending on what the filters are doing these days, but who knows? That's a different discussion. Anyways, so, as an American citizen, what is it that makes me an American citizen? Is it the fact that I was born here? Well, legally, yes, but there are a lot of people that would say no. I mean, if you think about it, if I were to say, ditch to Canada because they reinstated the draft and I didn't approve of whatever was going on with that, there are plenty of people that would state that the moment I crossed those borders and renounced my American citizenship, that I never was an American citizen, that I was never a true American citizen. And I don't know if they'd be right or wrong, personally, because, I mean, I'm not sure that my Americanness defines me personally as much as other things. But ultimately, when you have beings that can sort of come together into groups and then separate out from those groups and maintain an individual identity, is that what causes the distinction? I mean, is that what the difference is, for example, between humans making up a culture or country, and cells making up a body? And if so, then what is cancer?